Hey guys, so tonight's call I just went ahead and recorded myself because something came up and I'm not going to be able to do it later. So I'm just going to talk by myself and you guys can watch this later when it works for you. Tonight I want to talk about how to overcome objections. That was a question that came up with a few of you this week, so I thought it would be a good thing to address. First of all, gosh, let me see if there's anything we need to talk about this week. The Team Cup is going on. I hope you guys are all on a team, and even if you're not, you can still be a cup team. You can still challenge each other. If you guys hit 20, 30 points together, I will send you prizes. And there's already one team that's doing that. So don't feel like not knowing ahead of time that there was this challenge going on is a deterrent from you guys making a team and having a go of it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, message me and I'll explain it to you. But it's basically just a challenge throughout the month of July, and we're pushing each other to reach out to people, invite them to challenge groups. I think I'm already at Success Club 6, so I have Success Club 5 in the bag for the month, which is awesome. So yeah, message me if you want more information about that. So I want to speak tonight. I don't want to be in the sun. I'm going to move. It's really sunny here. There we go. That's good. So tonight I want to speak to overcoming objections. And I know especially for new coaches, and excuse my voice, I've been sick all week. Especially for new coaches, this is a big deal. It's a big deal to approach people and to be sharing this product with them that, you know, Shakeology is $130. The challenge packs are $140, $150, $160. Some of them are $200. And that can be a huge thing for you personally to overcome, and not just the people that you're trying to share with. I have a feeling I'm going to have to keep moving out of the sun. So the number one thing I think that we need to speak to is if you are not using the products and you're trying to sell them, that is your number one problem. You cannot sell challenge packs, you cannot sell Shakeology if you're not using the product. And you might think that, oh, they don't know that, oh, I can sell it just fine. No, you're totally wrong. And I will say that there have been times, especially when I was just starting coaching, that I canceled my Shakeology for like a month or two, and my business suffered so badly. First of all, people know when you're not using a product. They know that you're not using it, and of course they're not going to buy it from you. Two, it is so hard to be passionate about something and want to share something with somebody if you're not using it. You're not going to have passion for that thing in your voice. I am moving because the sun is chasing me. You're not going to be able to speak passionately about that product. You're not going to be able to share with them your experience. If you do, you're lying, which is horrible. And people pick up on that. People will feed off your passion and excitement. They will also feed off your lack of passion, lack of excitement, and lack of enthusiasm, and lack of truthfulness about a product. And you might think that it's not making a difference, but it's making a huge difference. So if you want to be able to sell challenge packs and Shakeology, you have to be on Shakeology. And I know there are some of you that are not and are trying to sell those products, and you will not be successful. And that's just my little speech about that. So number one, you have to be using the products. Number two, you have to be showing that you're using them. And this is something lately I've been really bad about, but starting tomorrow, because I feel like it's important to practice what you preach, I'm going to really start being more consistent about sharing me consuming my Shakeology specifically, because I have it every day. I just don't take pictures of it. And you don't need to share it every day. And it isn't, oh, this is so yummy, buy it from me, here's my link. I mean, you guys know how to share And there are all sorts of creative ways. Like, I am running out the door, especially when I was taking the kids to school this fall and winter. I was running out the door. It was really nice to have a meal that was ready in like a minute, 2 minutes. I could just blend it up and it was ready. That was a big deal for me, so that was something I could share, especially with busy moms. And those are things that are going to relate with people. You have to be sharing. People have to see that you're using these products, that they're working for you, that you're passionate about them, that you love them. That's really important. I didn't take notes for this call. I'm just kind of going off the cuff because I've been doing this for so long. So objections with Shakeology and with challenge packs. Number one, it's going to be a cost issue. Well, usually it's going to be a cost issue. Always it's going to be a cost issue. That's usually the issue that comes up with people. Sometimes you'll have somebody that like has an allergy, but I find it's usually a cost issue. So a few things to speak to that. Usually, number one, you did not spend enough time with them talking about what their goals are. Where do they want to get to? If that person is passionate about losing 20 pounds and you don't spend time kind of stirring that up in them, when they hear that it's a $140 thing, they're going to back off if they're not committed. So part of it is you really have to get people in the game. Spend some time on their goal. They want to lose 20 pounds. Well, why do they want to lose 20 pounds? What would that do for them? What would that look like? What would you do if you lost 20 pounds? What kind of clothes would you wear? Like, getting them to dream and really see themselves having lost 20 pounds. And you're kind of getting them in a position where they're invested in that after picture and they want it. So really spending that time with people. And you're going to go through people that are not good clients. You don't want them as clients. They're excuse makers, and a lot of them will be your friends and family, and they will be easy, and you'll want to shake them and keep shaking them because you think they're going to start saying yes. They're going to say no. And I think the most important thing with objections is you have to know this is not who I'm looking for. I'm not going to talk them into it. I'm not going to convince them. I've really gotten to the point now, if I spend the time with people and I'm using that new 5-step invite, if I'm spending the time walking somebody through that and at the end, all they have to tell me is, I can't afford that, they are not my client. Because maybe in the future they can get over their excuses, but for right now they can't. Because my posture is, and yours has to be, these are not expensive products. We blow hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on cigarettes, on soda, on lattes, on McDonald's, on going out to eat, on going to the movies, on our ATVs and our boats we take out on the lake, and I'm not saying any of that is wrong. Our alcoholic beverages, gosh, those things are like $8 a pop at a restaurant. I'm not saying any of those are wrong, but the majority of people in this country have the money. They're just choosing to spend it on something else. So until they are ready to make that choice and make that shift to spend that money on something that is going to benefit them in a positive way, they're not ready. So if you've spent time stirring somebody up and really going there and they have that financial excuse, they were not ready to get to their goal in the first place. And if you think about it, think about where you are. What woke you up? What got you to losing that 20 pounds? What got you to the place that you wanted to be? Something changed. You made a choice. You changed your priorities. You are looking for you. You're looking for somebody that was already looking for you. Like most of you, I found through whatever avenue, and you were already looking for something. You were already at this place where you were looking for something new, whether it was a business venture or whether it was a workout. You were there. You were ready for something different, and you're looking for those people. So I think one of the main parts of overcoming objections is learning to walk away when somebody is not a viable option, and knowing that you are worth working with people that want to work with you, that are looking for what you have to offer. So really it becomes an issue of sorting through people. And it's going to, for those of you that are new, it's going to take you going through people. And in the beginning, okay, that's scary or it's work. You don't have momentum yet. You're having to build your momentum. So for me, I have momentum going because I've been doing this daily. I've kind of, if you think about it like a train, I've built the fire in the train and the train is going forward. You're at the position where you're having to build that. So you're throwing wood on the fire, you're stoking the flame. Like, it's a lot of work. You're reaching out, you're inviting a lot of people. You maybe have invited 100 people. No, you probably haven't. You've maybe invited 10, 20 people and no one said yes yet, and you're getting discouraged and thinking, invite more people, get more no's. You're going to have to go through a lot of people at first to learn who to look for. And I will say the majority of our friends and family are not really supportive, are not really interested at first because they know us and we've done other things before, and they seem easy because they're familiar, but there probably aren't a lot of your friends and family that are at the position right now where they're ready and they've just been waiting for something. But they're really good practice. So practice on those people, but don't get discouraged when you hear no. No means that you did it. You made it through the 5-step invite. Ooh, I'm getting attacked by a bug. I think you need to really focus on the positive thing. Hey, instead of, dang it, this person said no again. They said a Shakeology is expensive. Well, of course they're going to say that because they're not ready. They're not where you were. They aren't ready enough. Like, their desire for losing weight has not superseded their desire for spending money on their huge tires on their truck or whatever. That's more important to them right now, and that is okay. You are not looking for that person. So that's a big thing. That's a big part of overcoming objections, is really knowing who your clients that you want to go after. So instead of focusing on the no, focus on the yes. The yes of, you went through that 5-step invite. Awesome. Go through it again. Each of you should be reaching out to 3 to 5 people every day and going through that invite every day. I get tons of no's. I get tons of people that tell me no, and I'm not looking for those people. And if I spent time trying to convince somebody, yes, maybe I could talk them through, answer all their questions, convince them. But if I have to do that now for them to get Shakeology or the challenge pack, those are usually the people that I have spent so much time on, and they return that sucker in 2 weeks. Or I spent so much time on, and I have to hold their hand and baby them through my online fit camp or my challenge group. If they're like that in the beginning, they continue to be like that all the way through. And it's frustrating for them, and it's frustrating for you because they just weren't ready. So really get that mindset. I'm not just looking for anybody. I'm not looking for a quick sale. I am teaching myself how to find those people that are ready right now. So in light of that, occasionally you have somebody that has, you know, well, I am really serious about this, but Shakeology does seem quite expensive. So with those sorts of people, if I have spent that time like really stirring up that, you know, what's their goal, where do they want to get to, you know, what's preventing them from getting there, I will take some time with those people and just walk them through, like, hey, you know, what do you spend on your dinners every night? If you had to break it down, like, what do you think you spend on your dinner? Most people would say, oh, probably like, I don't know, $5, $6. Awesome. Well, Shakeology is actually around $4 a serving. So if you think about it, yes, there's the expense of paying up front for those 30 meals, but you're saving yourself that $5 every night. You're saving yourself the preparation, And I love, especially for people that are single, I love recommending Shakeology for dinner if they add, you know, you want to add like banana, peanut butter into it, because that time that they just saved on their meal prep is their workout time. I mean, it could be breakfast, it could be lunch too. Hey, not only are you able to take this shake every day, and it's going to, you know, give you energy, it's going to probably cut down on your grocery bills because you're not going to want to go out for those late night milkshakes and those Wendy's runs and go out to eat. You're spending that money up front on something that's healthy for you. Not only that, but you just saved yourself, gosh, what? I would say the average dinner probably takes around 20 minutes prep. You just saved yourself around 18 minutes, and now you can use that to work out, which is the #1 complaint for most people, is they don't have enough time to work out, which, again, yes, you do. You're just, you know, might have to watch a little less television. Again, like, what are your priorities? So, you know, that is a big one that people will have a objection about, and I think it's important to know the distinction between objections and excuses. So an excuse is something coming from somebody that they're really not ready. They maybe don't know how to tell you no, or maybe they don't know the answer's no, but they are putting up all these excuses. It's always I can't afford it, so that's why I'm overweight. That's got to be it. Well, yeah, you can. I mean, you can eat better on whatever budget. You could go buy a container of oatmeal and buy a sack of apples, and that can be your food for the day, and you will lose weight and you will be healthy relatively. But it's so easy to have those excuses for things that we don't really want. We tell ourselves we want them, but we have tons of excuses for why we can't lose weight and why things are so expensive, why they're too expensive, and they keep us stuck in this position of being 20 pounds overweight. Like, we always have excuses for those things. So you're basically, if you think about it this way, with your clients, most of the majority of the United States and Canada, we're all kind of asleep. We have this, you know, habit of going to work and coming home and watching TV and going to bed and going to work and coming home and watching TV and going to bed. You're looking for those people that are not satisfied with that anymore and that are maybe starting to kind of wake up on their own. Those are the people that you're looking for. Those are the great clients. Those are the people that you want to walk through the 5-step plan with. Those are the people that you want to invite to the online fit camps. You're not looking for people that are full of excuses, because until they're ready, their answer will always be no to you, and that's fine. And I think part of overcoming objections is having a thick skin and knowing that most of the people that say no, it's a no, not right now, and most of the people that say no, it has nothing to do with you or your approach. You could be super passionate and so excited and have amazing before and after pictures, but if somebody does not really want to get where they're saying they want to get, if they're really comfortable where they're at, they're not going to take that step and move towards what you have to offer. So it really comes down to, you're looking for those people that are starting to stir up and be uncomfortable with where they're at. Until I was uncomfortable being 35 pounds overweight, excuse me, until I was uncomfortable with that, I wasn't going to make the changes necessary to get myself where I wanted to be. Just a second. Go inside. Go inside. So that's a big part of overcoming objections with people. I'm trying to think of some other ways that I can encourage you guys. So we kind of talked about, you know, you have to be using the products. If you're not using the products, you can't be passionate. You're not going to have results from them. You can't be passionate and share those things with other people. Other people will know that you're not using them, and it will not be authentic. We talked about knowing who to reach out to and who to invite. If you're reaching out and inviting people that have no interest in what you're doing, then of course you're not going to get a yes from them. It's just not going to be anything that they're interested in. they're not where they need to be in order to jump on board. So another huge thing, and this is kind of what I'll end out in, is personal development is huge. How you approach people is huge, and you might not think that somebody can tell that you know that they're going to say no, or you're so nervous they're going to tell you no, but people pick up on that. The way you approach them, the tone of your voice, the passion that you have about what you're talking about, the way your voice cracks when you're nervous, people know, and they want to be on board with somebody that's sure of what they're doing. So I think it's important to ask yourself, am I sure of this? Am I really in this? Am I of the mindset that I am on this train, I am doing this thing, I am going, and if you want to join me, awesome. If not, I am looking for other people that want to join me. I'm not looking for people that are saying the train's going too fast, or could you stop the train and come off and talk to me? I'm not looking for those people. I have no desire. And it's awesome if they're content where they are. I'm looking for people that are sprinting towards my train and ready to jump on. And if nobody right around me right now wants to, doesn't affect where I'm at. And that's a huge thing. So when you're approaching people, even if you have to give, like, I used to give myself kind of a pep talk and a power talk, like, I lost 35 pounds on Shakeology, like, I love it, I take it every day, it's amazing, it's changed my family's life. It is not expensive. It's not expensive. It's worth every penny, and I would pay more for it. That has to be your position when you talk to people. So check where you're coming from. Check that you're not self-conscious and you're not, oh, I'm concerned, or I don't know how they're going to react to me, or I'm not very confident in this. Get confident. Be confident. I think another thing is that, what was I just thinking? So personal development, you have to be confident. Hold on. This happens all the time. This is why I normally take notes. Oh, I lost it. Anyway, personal development. Oh, yes, I found it. Okay. So you have to be confident. Also, you cannot think the products are expensive. I will say that again. You cannot think that the products are expensive. I used to struggle with this. I would approach people and talk to them about Shakeology or the challenge packs, and I would have that defeated attitude of they're not going to want to do this, it's too expensive, especially like I made it a point last year that I was going to defeat the Ultimate Reset Challenge Pack. I was so scared to sell that thing. What is it, like 305 or 280? I can't remember. It depends, because sometimes they put it on sale. I sold 5 of those suckers 1 month because I just finally, I had done it, and I was like, this thing is worth it. It's worth it to the right person. I know it's worth it, and this will be worth it to the right person. And I think that's the thing with Shakeology and challenge packs. Like, sometimes I want to shake people that say it's expensive, and I have to realize for them, because they really don't want to get where they're telling me they want to get, it is expensive because they aren't uncomfortable enough yet. So for them, it is expensive. For me, I know better. It's not expensive, and you can't think the products that you are selling are not expensive. Worse yet, don't ever say that to any of your clients. You are setting yourself up for failure. So I want you to really think about what's my position when I'm coming to people. How am I positioned? Am I confident in who I am? Am I passionate about what I'm doing, or am I self-conscious? Also, what is that thing that you're playing in your mind? They're going to say no, they're going to say no, they're going to say no. Instead of, man, I am excited to see if this is a person that's ready to get where they want to be. It might not be, and that's okay, but I'm really excited to see if this person really wants to get where they want to be and really wants to get serious and lose weight, because I can help them. And that should be your position, because these products are amazing. We've all used them. We all are using them. I believe fully in what I'm doing. I know that I blow money on other stuff. I know that other people blow money on other stuff, and it has to be something that's important to them. Has to be something that's important. 99, 98, 99 of all objections that you get come from you. And the first time I heard that, I was like, no, that's not true. But the longer I've done this, I realize how true that is. Either one, I'm spending way too much time on the wrong person. I'm shaking this no and trying to get a yes. Two, I am so sure they're going to say no that I botched the whole thing. And of course they say no because of how I'm coming. I'm coming to them knowing that they're going to say no. And I think you hit what you aim for. We talk about this all the time with coaching. If you're aiming for a no, you're going to hit a no. And if you go into something knowing that they're going to say no to you, well, of course they are. Of course they're going to say no. A few other points I wanted to make are do not verbally vomit on people. Some personalities tend to have this ability more than others, but we just get so excited. We know all this stuff. We just talk. You can do this with Shakeology. You can do this with challenge packs. You can do this with coaching. I'm just going to tell you everything. And that overwhelms people. And if you are hearing, I'll think about that. I'll think about it and get back to you. You're giving them way too much information. Way too much information. They should not have to think about it. And you'll still get people that are, I have a few people this month that said, I really want to do this. I'm just not at the place this month that I can. Will you message me back next month? Great, totally. I'm not going to force them to be ready right now. Some of them are moving. I totally understand that. I get it. So yeah, I'll message you back. So I think that is a big part of it. Another thing, what was I going to say? Maybe that was it. But it's so easy to get discouraged. And I want you to remember you are not selling, you are sorting through people, and you're looking for the people that are looking for you. Number one. Number two, you have to do your personal development. You have to become a confident, passionate person. I was not like this when I started out. I was so self-conscious. I was not sure of myself. I was not sure of this business. I was not sure of the products. I was sure of them. I just didn't know how to have other people see or have other people be sure of them. And that comes from building on yourself and really pouring into yourself, because I told you guys this on our Getting Started Right calls. Everybody has the same products. Everybody has similar training. The only thing that's different is the person. And you have to be doing your personal development. And I know you guys are not. I know there's some of you that aren't doing it. And I will say that probably your businesses are not doing as well as they could. If your excuse is, well, I don't have a book right now or whatever, go to DannyJohnson.com, and to the right you can sign up for her free ebook, which is First Steps to Wealth. Go get that right now. Like right now while you're listening to me, go to DannyJohnson.com. Get that free book, and I want you to read 10 pages today, and then I want you to read 10 pages tomorrow and 10 pages the next day. And it's not going to be an overnight thing, just like with your workouts. You're going to have to be consistent daily, and I know that personal development will probably be the #1 thing that you shove off to the side and don't do. Don't do that. Make time for it. You have to make time for it. It is one of the most important things about your business. And if you really want the things you say you want, if you want to move and live in that house, if you want to go on vacations with your spouse, if you want to have the money to put your kids through college, if you want to be financially independent, if you want to pay off your mortgage, if you want to leave your job and stay home with your kids, if you really want those things, you have to do the things that come with achieving that. You tell your clients that. If you really want to lose 20 pounds, you have to fill out your MyFitnessPal every day this week. You have to do your workouts. So you have to take your own advice and do these things. I am not any different than any of you guys. I've maybe been doing this a little longer. I choose to do those things that are uncomfortable. It's not super comfortable to reach out to people every day. There's some days I don't want to do it. but I do it anyway because I have dreams that I want to accomplish and I have goals that I want to achieve. And those things far outweigh a small uncomfort. They far outweigh my ability to lounge around and watch TV, though I still get to do some of that. We all have so much time on our hands, but how quickly does it go away and we realize, dang it, 2 years has gone by and man, I have not built this business. I haven't been faithful with doing those daily actions of doing my workouts every day, drinking my Shakeology every day. I haven't been faithful doing my personal development and inviting. I haven't done those things. I mean, it's not too late to start, so really think about those things tonight. How are you posturing yourself when you're coming to people? Are you in this? Do you really believe in the products? What was your why when you signed up? Maybe for some of you that's changed, but get passion. What are you passionate about? And I will say in closing, there's probably a lot of you that will go, oh yeah, that's a good idea, but I'm not going to do that. Out of obedience comes prosperity. So if you want to be prosperous in your business, I would suggest obeying and just doing the things that I suggest. I call people. So after I send them the video, I set up a call with people. And I will say probably 6 out of 10, well, 4 to 6 out of 10 people sign up. I've been signing up a lot of coaches that way. I've been signing up a lot of challenge group members that way. If you're struggling with that, I will say I totally understand. The more you do it, the easier it gets. And I think there's an authenticity that comes with being on the phone with someone. So that's my last suggestion. Let me know if there was something I didn't address specifically and you had questions about. But those are the top things. And those of you coaches, if maybe you're not getting Shakeology yet, I would suggest getting the box of sample packs. You get a few less servings that way, but then you have the ability to share samples with people, which is huge. Go to the Motivate website and look under the training about how to send off Shakeology samples. That is an investment. I mean, those things are, $4 or $5 a piece, so don't just hand them out to people. Make sure people are interested in it and they just want to make sure if they like the flavor. You don't want to just give free samples. There are tons of people that will just take a free sample, but if something's free, we don't value it at all. So you could charge a few bucks for it if you want, but I usually make sure that people are interested in the product, they are interested in purchasing it, they just want to check the flavor. So that's something you should have your box of Shakeology, and that's the one I would suggest is the 24-pack. And then, maybe after a month or two, get a bag, or maybe switch it. Get a pack of 24 one month and get a bag the next, so you can kind of switch back and forth. And you could even send out samples, every other month or something. And then feel free to utilize in the shop. Your friends and family for $19 can purchase a Shakeology sample box. It's $19. I think it comes with a greenberry, vanilla, and 2 chocolates, I believe. So that's a really good sampling for them. It's $19. You can throw in like a clean eating group. One of us is usually doing it. So if you want to give that as an added value, hey, if you get this sample pack, I'll add you to a free 5-day clean eating group. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, guys. Tired. And that's something that you're not having to invest out of your pocket. It's just something that they purchase. So if you have any questions, let me know. That is my Overcoming Objections talk. All right, I will post this on our group, and you guys can watch it when you have time. All right, talk to you later.